Have you ever wondered how pasta is made? Pasta is one of the most popular foods in the world. It's loved by many because it's tasty, easy to cook, and goes well with so many different sauces. Let's take a journey together and learn all about it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more delicious content. The journey of pasta starts with wheat, a simple grain that is grown in fields. Wheat is ground into flour, which is the key ingredient in making pasta. There are two main types of wheat used: durum wheat and soft wheat. Durum wheat is the best for making pasta because it has a lot of gluten, which helps the pasta hold its shape and gives it that perfect chewy texture. Once the wheat is ground into flour, it is mixed with water. The amount of water used can change the texture of the pasta, but it's always mixed carefully to make sure the dough will be smooth and strong. After the flour and water are combined, the next step is kneading. Kneading is the process of pressing and folding the dough over and over again. This helps develop the gluten in the flour, which makes the dough stretchy and elastic. Kneading is very important because it determines how well the pasta will hold together when it's cooked. Some pasta makers use machines to knead the dough, but others still use their hands to get that perfect texture. The dough is kneaded until it's smooth, soft, and ready to be shaped. Now comes the fun part, shaping the pasta. There are many different types of pasta, and each one is made using different methods. Some pasta shapes are made by hand, while others are shaped with machines. For example, spaghetti is made by pushing the dough through thin holes in a machine to form long, thin strands. Other shapes, like fusilli or penne, are shaped by rolling the dough into tubes and cutting them into small pieces. Once the pasta is shaped, it's time to dry it. Drying the pasta is an important step because it helps preserve it and makes it easier to store. In factories, pasta is dried slowly at low temperatures, which helps keep its flavor and texture intact. Some pasta is air-dried, while others are dried using ovens. The drying process can take several hours, but it's worth it because it makes the pasta last longer. After the pasta is dried, it's ready to be cooked. Pasta is one of those foods that is so simple, yet so delicious. Whether you're cooking spaghetti with marinara sauce or making a creamy pasta bake, the journey from wheat to plate is what makes it so special. Once the dough is shaped, it's time to cook. Cooking pasta might seem simple, but there are a few tips that can make all the difference. The first thing to know is that pasta needs to be cooked in a big pot of boiling water. You should always use enough water to allow the pasta to move around freely. This helps it cook evenly and prevents it from sticking together. Before adding the pasta, don't forget to salt the water. Salt not only helps the pasta taste better, but it also helps to keep the texture firm. Once the water is boiling, carefully add the pasta. Stir it gently to make sure the pieces don't stick together. Depending on the type of pasta, it usually takes about 8 to 12 minutes to cook, but it's always best to check the package instructions. Once the pasta is cooked to perfection, it's time to drain it. Be sure to save a little bit of the pasta water before draining, as it can be useful later for adjusting the sauce's consistency. After draining the pasta, it's ready to be combined with your favorite sauce or dish. Some people like to add a bit of olive oil or butter to the pasta to give it a richer flavor. Others may prefer to mix the pasta right into the sauce, letting it soak up all the delicious flavors. No matter how you choose to serve it, pasta is always a treat. But what makes pasta even more special is its versatility. You can add so many different ingredients to pasta, like vegetables, meat, cheese, or seafood, to create a dish that's perfect for you. There are endless ways to experiment with pasta, which is one of the reasons why it's loved by so many people around the world. Pasta's versatility goes beyond just sauces. It's a dish that can be transformed in countless ways. You can mix in fresh vegetables, like bell peppers, zucchini, or spinach, to add a burst of color and flavor. For a protein boost, try adding grilled chicken, shrimp, or even sausage. The options are endless, and that's part of what makes pasta so special. It's a blank canvas that allows you to be creative in the kitchen, making each meal unique. For those who enjoy a little bit of spice, adding a pinch of red pepper flakes or a splash of chili oil to your pasta can bring an exciting kick. Some people even like to top their pasta with a sprinkle of fresh herbs, like basil or parsley, to give it that extra burst of freshness. It's all about experimenting with flavors and finding the combinations that make you smile. Pasta also has a way of bringing people together. Whether it's a simple weeknight dinner or a large family gathering, pasta is always a crowd pleaser. It's easy to make in large quantities, making it perfect for sharing. And no matter how you serve it, with a rich marinara sauce, a creamy white sauce, or a simple drizzle of olive oil, pasta has the power to turn any meal into a celebration. Sharing a plate of pasta is a tradition that's been passed down through generations, and it's a dish that will continue to bring people together for years to come. From the first bite to the last, pasta reminds us of the importance of family, community, and the simple joys of life. After enjoying your pasta, don't forget about the leftovers. Pasta can be stored in the fridge for a few days, and it often tastes even better the next day as the flavors have time to mix. If you want to reheat it, you can simply warm it up in the microwave or heat it in a pan with a little bit of water or oil. For some pasta dishes, like lasagna, you can even freeze them for future meals. Making pasta at home is a rewarding experience. There's something special about rolling out the dough, shaping it, and then cooking it to perfection. If you ever get the chance, try making pasta from scratch. It's a fun and creative activity that can be enjoyed by the whole family. You can experiment with different shapes like ravioli, farfalle, or even unique shapes that you create yourself. The best part about making pasta is how customizable it is. You can experiment with different flours, like semolina or whole wheat, to create different textures. You can also add herbs or spices into the dough, like basil or garlic, to give it extra flavor. And if you love a certain type of pasta, like stuffed tortellini or a rich, meaty ragu, you can easily make it yourself. Pasta has become more than just a meal. It's a tradition that's passed down through generations. In Italy, making pasta is often seen as an art. Families gather in the kitchen, kneading the dough together, and then creating beautiful pasta shapes by hand. This tradition of cooking pasta is about more than just feeding the family. It's about bringing people closer, sharing stories, and celebrating the joy of eating together. In many Italian homes, pasta is often served as a first course, or primo, followed by a main dish. This tradition emphasizes the importance of savoring each course and enjoying the meal slowly, without rushing. Whether it's a bowl of simple spaghetti with olive oil or a rich lasagna layered with cheese and meat sauce, pasta is a dish that encourages people to slow down and enjoy the moment. Pasta also plays a significant role in many cultural celebrations. In some parts of Italy, for example, pasta is an essential part of holiday meals and special occasions. It's a dish that brings people together for celebrations, whether it's Christmas, Easter, or a wedding feast. Pasta's ability to adapt to different flavors and ingredients makes it the perfect dish for any occasion. As the world continues to embrace new flavors and fusion dishes, pasta remains a timeless comfort food. From gourmet restaurants to home kitchens, pasta is a dish that everyone can make their own. Whether you're keeping it classic or trying out something new, there's always room for pasta on the table. So, the next time you sit down with a plate of pasta, take a moment to appreciate how far it's come. From the wheat fields to the kitchen, pasta is a true masterpiece of simplicity and flavor. And remember, there's no wrong way to enjoy it. It's all about what makes you happy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more delicious content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.